Hello, Canada. I thought. Let me see. My friend, my good friend and partner in crime, Lizzie, made a mod for the original Monster Prom, which I have not thought about in many a month. And I haven't even played Monster Road Trip or Monster Cam. I've only played this game. I'm afraid to go to the other games because there are so many of them and there's so many readings. But that's what makes it fun. So I want to. So Liam apparently only had 2 secret endings, so she went ahead and added another one. So I thought it would be fun to document this. There we go. Okay. To see what it's all about. Mod focused. I've never played with mods before. Second term, I think I have to do it. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but we're always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I'll just pick this one. I always pick Kairos as a default name. Welcome to the stupid pop quiz. Okay, let's see. What's your soul emoji that speaks the truth to you? I like octopus emoji. What do I need for Liam? I forget. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I just need to get most of his prompts correct. When do you wake up and find your sworn bodies with your mom? She's meeting all my friends being more popular than me. What would be the most appealing in a love partner? A big horn, sharp wits, party, 50 gigabytes of RAM. Well, honestly, but we need to, Alright, here we go. We're doing good. It's the sexiest type of knowledge a lover can have. This one? Oh, no. Well, alright. I don't exactly know how mods work. I don't know if you need to, I'm sure there's, a fail state. Let me see. Person for class, a figurative blowjob, intense and inspiring. Okay, let's see. Liam and Vera are participating in their favorite bonding activity, harshly judging the fashion sense and coolness factor of a random passerby. What is that goblin doing in those Jinko jeans? Honestly, I'm all for tasteful vintage, but those aren't old enough nor new enough to be cool again. They should stay in the 90s where they belong. Truly. Plus, he's swimming in them, and the risk of goblin crack is 100% higher than desired. We don't want our need to see that. This school is lucky to have us as a model of coolness, yet none of these Philistines can appreciate what we offer. Agreed, although we're too cool to offer that sort of valuable advice for free anyway. Oh, here comes a real piece of work. Dyed hair, moon tattoo framing her, bite marks. Looks like someone has made being a quirky vampire their whole personality. Perpetuating vampirism as a trait that's inherently cool or interesting minimizes the melancholy brooding of genuine vampiric social outcast. Wow, that's a $5 sentence. In short, it's cringe. Looks like she's headed this way. She's what? I thought I sensed a forced cynicism. Is that really you, Liam the Lioncourt? Well, Aubrey Van Ruthven. Liam suddenly looks spooked, like he's seen a ghost, and not one that goes to this school. Uh-oh, what's this? Do you two know each other, Liam? I don't, not anymore anyway. That's the most mysterious thing you could have possibly said. As far as you're concerned, Zoe butting in and giving you permission to stop pretending to eavesdrop on them yourself. Nice. It is intriguing. What do you think is going on here, Zoe? Isn't it obvious? Liam's panicked surprise, Aubrey's sharp-pointed comments like carefully aimed daggers. They're ex-lovers from another time after their romance ended on bad terms. Platonic relationship, actually, but you aren't entirely wrong. Sure, platonic. You fucked up in some way, didn't you, Liam? What did you do? I did not. It wasn't she. The past is in the past. I'm not here to dig up old issues. New issues, however, I will consider. What was that about me being cringe? Liam smirched, pulling himself together behind a wall of hipster indifference. You heard that, didn't you? Well, look at yourself. No wonder I didn't recognize you. You're a walking wannabe. You may as well have been turned 10 years ago. I see. My being comfortable with myself is cringe. Clearly, I should be more like you, and use self-crafted pessimism to simultaneously push people away and beg them to like me. That way, I can constantly be miserable and hide that misery poorly behind a mask of indifference. You make it sound silly. That's because it is. You're over 400, Liam, not 40. It's past time you let yourself have a personality before you lose the first apparently genuine friends you've had in a few decades. Otherwise, you might find yourself alone, again, or worse, relegated to a secondary character in the next game. Zoe's grinning as she furiously takes notes. Dang, she's got your number! This fanfic is going to be so hot on AO4. Normally, I'd think our resident fangirl was being absurd, but she might be onto something this time. She is onto nothing. We've simply parted ways due to creative differences. Creative differences. What a fascinating choice of words. What does that mean? What happened to not digging up old issues, Vaughn Ruthven? This is getting heated. You might want to interfere before Liam's head explodes from righteous indignation, or Zoe's head explodes from horny curiosity. What will you say? If we agree on Aubrey's general definition of cool, would that make it mainstream? In which case, that makes Aubrey the cool hipster vampire, and Liam the wannabe. What a huge reversal of the expected ship dynamic. If Liam had been as lonely as you say, then his misery is totally authentic. He can't be faking misery and actually being miserable. I don't know. Let's see. Smarts is high. Creativity. Misery. Is this boldness? Okay, charm. I feel like it's this one. Okay, thank goodness. Ooh, that's true. How cute is that, actually? The apparently cool and indifferent vampire who actually cares too much, and the open-hearted vampire who struggles to give at all. That's actually precious. I'm trying not to curse just in case my brother watches this and he gets mad at me. Putting aside the platonic note I made earlier, that's still not entirely accurate, and my definition of coolness was supposed to be satiric. I don't care. Who said I care? I don't care. I can't care because I feel nothing. I am cool, collected, indifferent. Clearly. You're the wannabe poser. Baka! Liam stomps off. Is he gonna be okay? I hope so. Thank goodness I've written down everything said here today. This is enemies delivered gold. Well, at least Zoe is happy. You gain +2 bonus and 1 creativity for fueling the horny fires of AO4 today. Oh, there's so many! There's so many! How am I gonna get through this?
Sure.
I've never played like a full single-player game of Monster Prom. And you sit down across from Damien, you see Liam taking food crates for his Momentgram on your left, and Aubrey making a small cafeteria food still life to your right. Both appear... You know, this Aubrey character kind of looks familiar, but I can't quite place my finger on who she reminds me of. Both appear immersed in their creative projects, yet there's an unspoken tension at the table. You look to Damien for insight, but he's clearly captivated by Aubrey's painting. Dang, Aubrey, how are you doing that? You just turned a series of colored splotches into a chocolate milk carton. Except different? Like it's somehow more than just a picture of a milk carton? Ah, it makes me feel things. Thank you, Damien. This is the goal of art. If you're a slave to the mainstream, perhaps, Liam says without looking away from his phone. Using misanthropy as an emotional avoidance tactic and a cry for attention, you've become quite the talented multitasker, Latincourt. If that was a cry for attention, then what does that make your literalist dribble? Appealing to the lowest common denominator for accessibility is just a sad excuse for becoming a mindless mainstream hack. I noticed you definitely ignored the misanthropy comment. Ha! Joke's on you. Misanthropy is my brand, and acknowledging it only makes me stronger. You mispronounced sadder. Why, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I'm all for Momentgram pics and fun filters, especially when they let me add fire stickers to my arson selfies. But something about this painting makes me remember the beauty of being alive. It's like putting makeup on the living world. Makes me want to go out and set things on fire in a good way. I can't say I'm surprised, Damien, but I am disappointed. Kairos, you tend to have an above-average taste. Tell Damien why Aubrey's representational paintings are derivative. Aubrey's image distracted Damien from laughing mercilessly at that sick burn about you being sad, and from the fact that her painting is inherently flammable. He still hasn't set it on fire yet. Your food pics make your fellow students feel confused, concerned, and annoyed, oftentimes all at once. That's a point in your favor, I think. This one? Oh, oops. Don't get me wrong, I have noticed its flammability. It's tempting. Burning it. Now that could be a commentary on the problematic dairy industry and our over-reliance on cows that are producing the methane killing our environment. You should give in to that creative temptation, Damien. It just might save the painting. You'd be doing Aubrey a favor. Oh man, you're making my favorite activity, arson, sound incredibly classy and appealing right now. That's because it is. Do it. Please don't, Aubrey sighs. If you can withstand the temptation for another minute, I'll finish it. I'll take a picture of my phone, and if you want, you can keep it, burn it, hang it up, whatever. Really? Damon looks genuinely delighted. Yes, now that is what I'm talking about. Creative disruption, burn it! After a few more touches, Aubrey takes a picture of her finished a milk carton painting with her phone and hands it to Damien. Already holding a lit match, Damien swipes it enthusiastically, then frowns. I can't. I'd rather keep looking at it for now. Maybe I'll burn it later. Liam swipes the painting from Damien, looking livid. What in the heck could be so mesmerizing about a stupid, archaic, representational piece of... Oh. Liam stares at it for a second, a minute, 5 minutes. Eventually, the bell rings, and he still hasn't moved. Damon takes the painting from Liam's frozen form so he can hang it in his locker. Liam does not respond. Aubrey tries waving her hand in front of Liam's eyes, but he's miles away. Eventually, she sighs, shakes her head, and walks away. You and Damien walk to class, still discussing how nice the colors in Aubrey's painting made you feel. It's a lovely little bonding moment. Good sprites, by the way. I'm interested to see if there's gonna be an ending CG additionally. Okay, what do I need? Boldness. Which one? Where? So it was here I started to get the sinking feeling that I was diverging a little bit from the Liam route, especially when I got this scene that didn't have Liam in it at all, and then I came across the subsequent scene. Looking around for a distracting new spot, Scott proudly flexing while Zoe sits before him, frowning into her notebook. Wait, where did Audrey and Liam go? To showcase this mod to the best of my ability, I'm going to be cutting out irrelevant scenes and only focusing on mod-specific events from here on out. Oh, there she is. Okay, I just want to make sure I can, like, continue the storyline. I'm playing a full game, so I feel like I should be able to, like, hit all of it. Oh, you sit down next to Aubrey. You sit down next to near Aubrey Van Ruthven, who is surrounded by glass bottles of liquid in various shapes, sizes, and colors. Kaios, perfect timing. Drink one of these. You aren't so sure that's a good idea. Aubrey is known to be Spooky High's best alchemy student, but that title comes with a reputation for explosive results. Very explosive. Normally that wouldn't deter you, but she's also not a romanceable character, so it's not like you'll get any smooches out of this. I can see your hesitation, but hear me out. See all of these carefully labeled potions? They are but a few of my successful experiments. Successful, tried and tested, absolutely safe. But 2 labels have fallen off. Bahahaha blast. And Thoughtfulness Sonic, given my expansive repertoire of alchemical create, I can't get over bahahaha. I don't remember which of these is which. Both have distinctly positive effects though, so drink one. Absolutely safe. Well, maybe one of these can help with romancing your classmates. This one. Potion is mesmerizing. Maybe they'll make you mesmerizing against that too. Down until like a champ. Oh wow, yeah. I just witnessed your thought units go up in real time. Well, that certainly answers my question. Just to be safe, I would enjoy sleazy guys and reality TV show producers for at least 24 hours. Just as he finishes her warning. Hey Gyros, yelled the wolf pack from across the cafeteria. I don't know what changed, but I am getting straight thoughty energy from you. What's good? You want to party with the pack? And that's why. While cat calls, dog calls from the wolf pack aren't what you were going for, maybe a certain classmate will feel compelled to call you later. +3 charm. Okay. You sniff the air. You smell creative hubris. It's a lot like high school anxiety, but with notes of pretension, coffee, and paper. If you have such a problem with my creative work, Lion Court, then why don't you go make your own arts elsewhere? It's because I'm baffled, Aubrey. You used to be so cutting edge with your work. When did you become so passive? What happened to you? What happened to me? Ha! Did you ever consider that you were the one who changed first? Oh, you sense a scandalous backstory reveal. Age must be getting to you, Ruth, because your memory is terrible. Your instances go gone when he was when he asked you how his marriage failed. How dare you make such a cutting and niche art reference? That's my thing. I wasn't trying to be niche. We literally knew the man. Not everything is an edgy name drop, Liam. You ask them what this argument is even about. These cutting remarks would probably be more entertaining with context. I simply informed Aubrey that her work has become overly simplistic and embarrassingly accessible. Is that all? She used to paint with Monet, Renoir, Degas, Cezanne, Impressionists during the height of their movement. Yet since then, her art has barely changed. It's shamefully derivative of itself. The purpose of art is to disrupt, to pose new questions to the world. How could you do that without posing new questions of herself? Good God, you are a walking irony. Thank you. Not a compliment. Is it such a crime to simply create for the joy of creating? Yes, if art were about joy, then why would online fandom be such a toxic cesspit? This is going nowhere, and they clearly won't let it go until they found some form of resolution. How should they decide which of their takes on art is correct? Why don't you have a gallery show and let the attendees decide? That sounds good. Guess a time between 1 second and 60 seconds. Grab a very drunk Polly. Have her run a 40-yard dash, timing how long it takes for her to reach the finish line, or as close as the correct. Mod end. Mod end? I don't want the mod to end now. Should I keep going? Okay, yeah, sure. Aubrey and Liam look at you for a moment, then their faces simultaneously twist into a delighted and somewhat evil smiles. Brilliant. I will create something so completely original. You will have no choice but to accept my words as absolute truth. It's been quite some time since I participated in a public show, but the idea is surprisingly appealing, if only to show you how pathetic you've become. They leave both caught up in a creative frenzy and eager to get to work. You don't know whether you've done something helpful or triggered the beginning of a massive disaster. Either way, though, it's bound to be entertaining. For your brilliantly curated idea, right. Okay, I'm glad the mod was in there.
Sure.
Wait, why is it, there's only 3 weeks, why is this 6 weeks? I don't understand. Maybe I chose the wrong game mode. Maybe I should have just chosen the short game mode. I want to see all the events, though. Why am I in the Zoe route? I want to be in the Liam route.
Sure.
Liam's not even here. I don't know who any of these people are. I have no money. Finally, he's surrounded by piles of massive art books, various papers, and creative utensils, and what appears to be actual little garbage from the dumpster. Wrapped in a thick black photo curtain, his face lies flat on the table. What is that thumping sound? Upon closer inspection, he is repeatedly hitting his forehead up against the desk. You are an empath, and while you aren't entirely certain that you do not reproach me, do look not upon my abashment of originality, my complete lack of ideas. I am a hack. I will never make art outside the format of Momentgram again. But you will still post on Momentgram? Well, of course, my loyal followers in the self-identifying outcast community depend on me. I'm lacking inspiration, but I'm not so cruel as to abandon social media. This is bad. Liam usually at least puts on the air of being practical and together, but he's not even pretending now. You ask if you can help. Perhaps. You know of Dada, yes. No. True. You don't know the Dada movement, one of the most disruptive movements in art history. How can you possibly? No. This could be good. Sometimes you need a fool's perspective to find a truly unique point of view. You try not to take offense at that. He's lucky he's cute, even wrapped up pathetically in a curtain, and it's too bad the artist ran out of time to draw that. Allow me to educate you. The Dada movement consisted of artists who rejected the logic, reason, and aestheticism of modern capitalist society, instead expressing nonsense, irrationality, and anti-bourgeois protests in their works. Wikipedia. Did you just say Wikipedia? Are you reading the wiki definition on your phone under that light-proof curtain? Irrelevant. The point is that Dadaists works were wildly controversial in the context of their time. If I am to create something so disruptive that even Aubrey, in all her stubbornness, concedes my point, I must make something equally surprising and unexpected as, say, Duchamp's The Fountain. This is giving me flashbacks to, like, art history class. Look at the image as he shows you on his phone. That is a urinal with a signature painted. Yes, and to his contemporaries, the fountain was shocking, indecent, an artwork so threatening to their sense of artistry, it was worthy of censorship. Well, that shouldn't be too hard to achieve. Shocking, indecent, and censorship. Worthy things happen at this school every day. Censorship-worthy things. It's practically our school's motto. Did I hear my favorite spooky high cheer? Shocking, indecent, and censorship-worthy? Shocking, indecent, and censorship-worthy. Shocking, indecent, and censorship-worthy. That's literally us, and we'll show you no mercy. Yeah! Scott and the Wolfpack start high-fiving and fist-bumping before tearing off down the hallway. You hear another round of shocking, indecent, and censorship-worthy fade into the distance. I'm gonna make a pin with that. This is exactly the problem. How does one make a contrarian statement in an environment that is, by its very nature, entirely contrarian? You see his point. Fortunately, while you are no expert in fine art, you are horny and utterly ridiculous. Simply put, you are easily in the running for most contrarian person at Spooky High. How can Liam create an appropriately controversial artwork for the upcoming show? Let me just check. Okay, yes, I'm still recording. It says I'm still recording, so I'm just gonna trust it. Respectable, appropriate, and widely endorsed. What if you dressed up traditionally in your sculptures in conservative suits? Is that one guy? Couldn't you sign literally anything else? This one? Ah! Where's the go back? Anything or anyone. Wait, what? Liam's face is twisted into that of a man who's realized he holds immense power. The audience's art themselves are the prime example of their own empty-mindedness. I shall only need to ask to frame it as if they are the main character, and they will beg me to sign their own skin in permanent ink. A moving art piece made of the gallery's very own audience, and one that will blend back into society, ever present and yet dissipating. It's beautiful. Well, at least I get to see a fail state. Liam's creepy face aside, it's kind of beautiful. Beautiful that is until you're caught up in the moment, black out, and wake up in a jail cell next to Liam. You're covered in permanent tattoos of his signature all over your skin. According to the jailer, so are a number of other victims, many of which you apparently held down while Liam signed them. You aren't sure what happened, but somewhere along the way, this became a serial crime instead of an art piece. Liam looks dazed, like he's coming out of a fugue state, and he doesn't seem happy with you or himself. Artless fools. None of you understand. Could ever hope to understand. You should be thanking me. Thanking me! Your brilliant idea gone too far. Alright. So I think with that I failed the mod route, so the rest of this playthrough was just a bunch of scattered events that I mean it was still charming, it was still monster prom riding, of course, but well, you'll see. And also, I'm sorry the game and the sound effects were so loud. I don't know how to check levels. I'll do better next time. I hope I have to pick Liam, right? I didn't see the ending of the...
Oh, hey.
Sure.
Oh no!
Are you serious?
I think I messed up. Ah, man, I messed up. Where did it go wrong? Okay, wait a second. What was this one? Your fruit picks make your fellow. Okay, there we go. Ah, you're as bad as Liam. You think art depicts only harsh reality will make anyone need to act? It's just depressing. People act on beauty or hope for a better tomorrow. So your milk carton represents hope for a better tomorrow? Maybe. It could for someone. Ridiculous. If that were true, our world's problems would have been fixed centuries ago. Mainstream beauty does not inspire hope. It is simply a means of escape from reality. The reality I am forcing people to acknowledge. But a photo of your lunch? Yes, precisely. That's depressing as F. It makes me want to set things on fire for sad reasons. You all make me sad. They make me sad, but Liam looks pleased. What was this? This was boldness, so... this one? Okay, thank goodness. Yes, and then I will show up entirely in the nude. What? I mean, yeah, sure. I knew you would understand. Yes, by showing up nude, I am the art, and the sculptures are the expressionless, conservative sheep that make up the majority of art's audience. It's genius. I'll call it da 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 da. I'm going to need your help acquiring a number of sharp suits tailored to Michelangelo's David, and a very tasteful fig leaf of a particular size. Da 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 da, dang, this was not where you meant to go with this, but you are not complaining. You and Liam spend the rest of the day shopping for suits and fig plants. For your intentionally sexy idea, 2 creativity, 1 boldness. Don't make this more difficult for me.
Sure.
Trying to keep my stats as even as possible. Aubrey approaches you. Hey, can I talk to you for a second? It's about Liam. She sounds serious. She looks around for a rabid Zoe, who would likely see this as a fanfic research opportunity, but the coast seems clear. The truth is, I don't give a flying F about this upcoming art show competition. Could have fooled you. Why agree to it then? Decades ago, Liam and I used to be close. We had a falling out because... Have you heard of the Dada movement? Yeah, as a matter of fact. So he's still obsessed with them? Ugh, figures. Liam and I spent our time together traveling and making beautiful art. Wherever the latest and greatest in artistic innovation was said to be occurring, that's where we would be, connecting with fellow artists and developing our own work. It was one of the most peaceful periods of our unlives, well, of my unlife at least, until we met the Dadaists. To tell you the truth, their questions are valid for exploration. I have no quarrel with the Dadaist movement itself. However, upon meeting us, many of the Dadaists pinned the two of us as the sort of trashy traditionalist hacks that helped the capitalist art machine thrive. I rolled my eyes, knowing from experience that every movement is but one argument in the ongoing creative dialogue that is art. But Liam took their accusations really hard. The Dadaists could tell that they hid some sort of deep-seated insecurity in Liam, and that only encouraged them. He was their verbal punching bag. The insults weren't even that good, honestly. Look at this basic V painting on canvas. All my homies use effed-up home appliances instead. Or, you paint? I only work with the rawest free-range organic strains of ennui born from a child's first existential crisis. That kind of thing. I love these pros, wow. Liam changed overnight. In trying to rebel against society's definition of art, he was ironically unable to stop taking society's ever-changing opinions into account. He became more judgmental of himself and others. He sucked all the joy out of the creative process for himself and everyone around him, including me. Lol, sucked, because they're vamp. Eventually, I was too tired to keep up with his precious Dadaists, so I left to find my creative fulfillment elsewhere. Now we're always arguing about the meaning of art, yet we're never touched upon the subject of our lost friendship. I could simply disengage from him entirely as I did then, but despite myself, I still care for him. I would see him unironically enjoy creating something again, as we once did. You know him as he is now better than I do. Do you think we can pull it off? Well, that was heavy. You're no counselor, but your wacky ideas have been surprisingly effective before. How do you trick Liam, the hipster king, into enjoying something unironically? Dress up a Liam. Hipsters only listen to other hipsters. Make him feel safe. Irony is a self-defense mechanism. This one. Okay, thank goodness. That's a bizarre prank to pull, but I'm willing to give it a try. Did somebody say prank? Sounds like you need the help of the prank masters. Calling this scheme a prank isn't entirely inaccurate, so you roll with it. All you need is a quick trip to the thrift store for some sick vintage finds. Uh-oh, please note that hipster costumes have not been drawn by the artist, and this will be fixed at her earliest convenience. I don't know, this seems fine to me. How does everyone feel? Good, I mean, ironic. Yeah, and what's the opposite of fun? Like, cool in an uptight sort of way? The word you're looking for is apathetic, like I feel about this entire plan. Wow, Aubrey, did you eat Liam? You sound just like him. Let's prank that purple nerd. What on earth are you all doing? We're Ow! Aubrey elbows Scott. Practicing dancing for the upcoming talent show? Well, just like me? In what world does that make any sense unless... Oh, God. Liam looks genuinely nervous. Is this your way of convincing me to help you? I'm flattered, but I left that life behind. I can't go back. Yes. We know how reluctant you are, but you're got to help us, Liam. Yeah, we can't do anything. You can't do it without your unironic help. You can't, can you? Alright. I don't know who told you I used to be a K-pop star. You what now? But it hardly matters now. I can see you need a dance teacher and a 5th group member. I will help you, on the condition that no one knows I am here willingly. Liam, it turns out, is an excellent choreographer. He puts his everything into whipping the 5 of you into tip-top K-pop stars. You settle on the name Mon 5 Stars for your group. Mon 5 Stars, the single unironic affection, goes on to be the season's hottest song. I thought there was a bug, sorry. Not only is your group a one-hit wonder, but all of you have a blast too. I've seen Liam crack a smile in between takes almost 3 times today, and he only denied it twice. I think he's having a good time under all that hipster BS. Thank you, Kairos. I think there's hope for him after all. You think so too? Okay, come on. Big money, no whammies, let's do it. Sniff at the air. Oh no. Center creative humors. Are Liam and Aubrey? People-pleasing Philistine! Yep, they're fighting again. Ha! Projecting as usual. And why are you yelling? I'm not yelling anymore. Thank you. Now, you say the purpose of art is to pose new questions. I would argue that moving on to new questions when you haven't answered the old questions yet isn't always helpful. I make art for my own satisfaction, not society, and I still have questions I want to answer with my work. A waste. You convinced so many to see the world as more than what it was, and now you are stuck there while the rest of us have moved forward. You cling so desperately to self-righteousness. It's sad. Why can't I just make art and be happy? Why can't you? It is the duty of artists to show society why it is wrong, and I swear I will prove you are wrong. For what, Liam? Agreeing to this stupid art show and enabling your competitive BS? Because I'm starting to agree. Both Liam and Aubrey are losing their tempers. At this rate, all of their progress in the last event will be for naught. Plus, this is the last event before prom. Time to get serious. How do you fix 2 vampires' friendship and get one of those vampires to smooch you? Oh boy, nothing brings people together like a common enemy. You need to be the villain of their story, but like the hot, morally gray villain that the purple protagonist wants to smooch. Vulnerable friend ready to be honest with someone they care about says, what? This one? Okay, you apologize to Aubrey and Liam. For what? With a cloth soaked in garlic dipping sauce that you happen to keep on you at all times. You knock out your friends. When they wake up, they find you have chained them both to the bottom of a deep well. The well is shaded for now, but looking up, it is clearly daytime. Your voice echoes down the well to inform them that in a matter of minutes, the sun will fill the well and annihilate them both. You will shade the well and free them if and only if they communicate with one another. That's insane. You've gone completely insane. That's a lot of alleged insanity and very little emotional vulnerability you hear down there. Fine. Aubrey, your work is truly banal, and I meant that. Rude, but this is hard. I miss our friendship often, and I've always wondered what made you leave without saying a word. It haunts me to this very day, and you turning up at this school has been both a delight and my worst nightmare because it reminds me of what we lost. Aw, Liam. Be touched, Liam. Be touched later. I think it's getting close to noon. Okay, I left because after you met the Dadaist, you started being mean to yourself and those around you. I've missed you too, but it makes me sad every time you shut down creativity in yourself and others for not fitting into your personal idea of art. That makes some sense, and I apologize. Aw, even though my views of art are objectively right. Baby steps are still steps, I guess. I'm sorry I left without speaking to you. Does this mean we're friends again? I think so. I see emotion in your eyes. Did you just feel something? You know I would never, but if I did, it would have been a pleasure at being on good terms with you again. But it's not, because I feel nothing. You revealed that the well was actually an enclosed set you built in an auditorium, the sky a very convincing painting, and the coming sunlight an excellent spotlight work by Blobber. Your friends were never in any real danger. Learning this, they appreciate your efforts, but also make you promise to never pull that stuff again. Fair enough, but then again, it's hard to argue with your results. +2 boldness and +1 smarts. Okay.
How
Gotta be
ironic.
this guy.
If
If I still
sure.
don't get the event, I will... Do you have a moment? I just wanted to thank you for being there this week. For me, for Aubrey, for the art show tonight. I went into this with the intent to simply prove myself correct. And while I was and am correct in regards to art's role in society, I realized that Aubrey's is too. You have helped heal my relationship with an old friend and perhaps sparked a new one. Should we go to prom together? I mean, probably. But more importantly, we should go to the art show together. Let's make them both nights to remember. The art show is a bizarre and beautiful testament to variety and creativity. There's a discussion, plenty of wine, and by the end, Liam and Aubrey are already planning their next show, with you as their assistant curator, of course. Prom is wonderful too, but it's the art show that you and Liam look back on happily for the rest of your lives. Oh, nice, cute. Yeah, I did it. Okay, so we'll look through the credits for this one. Liam honed his most admirable skill and got a job with it. He now designs monogram filters. Calculus went to the Robo University and majored in mecha robotics. 250 feet tall and fights against weird creatures, protecting Tokyo 3. Scott became an athlete. Not so long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. Young and unafraid. It's a good thing I don't care about copyright, otherwise... Yay, hooray! This is still a good game. Yeah, so that was the, Liam, that was the, art, what is this called? What is it called? The Art Sucks. That was the missing ending for Liam, made by Peculiar Person on Instagram and Twitter, yeah, that was good. I had a lot of fun with this mod. My very first Monster Prom mod. Yeah. What a first one it was. I really like Aubrey. I like her thoughts about art. It's very soulful. I felt a kindred spirit in her, and it was cute that it was like a it was a platonic route between like Liam and an old flame, which not flame, but like an old friend. It's just always interesting in vampire narratives, and yeah, I think it was good. If you ever do make like the ending CG cutscenes, like I would I don't know, if you make more events, I will play it. I just wanted to document this for fun. So thank you for sharing, and thank you for tweeting for the first time in 3 years. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I feel like I saw all of the events basically. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, it was too bad I missed out on like the last playthrough. Okay. Oh, that's cute. All of the new ending photos are really cute. I have so many pictures. There's still so many pictures I need to get. Alright, anyways. Okay, thank you for watching. Go follow Lizzie, and I'll see whoever's watching next time. Bye-bye.